We all want to study opening and we want to do it in a great way in order to have advantage at the beginning of our games. In this video we're gonna face some hard truths. Yesterday I studied all the theory of the Spanish and I was very happy. Today I realized that I forgot already everything. Alright, it went all according to theory. Great, I'm prepared here, I'm finally prepared. What's that move? This was not in my book. What am I doing now? Alright, I now really know what to do. That's all theory. I know all the lines. Alright, end of the theory. What I do now? Well, have you ever been in one of those situations? I've been in this situation so many times. I'm doing this video because I failed myself and so many times because of this problem. Just in 2016, I lost 20 games because I was not studying my opening in a good way. So what we don't have to do is to memorize moves by heart, and is not bring anywhere because we will face one of the problems that I illustrated before. So we will just be frustrated because we won't remember, because we will not have an understanding of the position and an understanding of what is coming next. So the question is, how do we study opening efficiency in a way that we really are aware of what is going on the board and what will go on after the opening theory is over. So 3 steps. Let's start with the number 1. Study the general plan of every opening. This is very basic. If you're just starting playing chess, I have a beginner guide about the opening principle for every opening, and you should definitely watch this video if you don't have any idea what I'm talking about. If not, if you know principles like develop all your pieces, control the center, castle the king, don't expose your pieces, your strong pieces like the queen, don't move the same piece twice. So if you have heard all these suggestions, you can go already to the step number 2. So memorize only what is necessary. So in some openings we need to learn some things, but we don't have to learn by heart, we need to understand. So for example, in the Spanish, there might be some traps, and you need to know those traps, but not to just memorize move one after each other, but to know which one is the sense of this. If knight to c6 is threatening to suddenly capture and give me checkmate, something crazy, you need to understand the reason, and then you will easily remember how to avoid it and why you avoid it in that way. Be aware of the move that you must know, but most important than that, why you must know. If you remember the logic of the moves, you will remember the moves. The step number 3 is to study the plans of your opening, and even more important than that, the plans after the opening. In order to do that, you need to take master's game. You need to study them and to extract from those game plans and ideas that those masters are using, and to be able to apply to your game as well. Again, it's not about memorization, it's about understanding. And how to do that? I want to show you right now 2 tools that can be very valuable and you can use to search games, master games, grandmaster games from a starting position. I recommend you always to use the last position of theory that you know, and to start to search from that position to go on and to understand what to do once the theory is over. Let's see how we can do this on chess.com. Here you have a board where there is position, I would say the starting point of a Spanish middle game. So if you don't know, the opening was a reloppet, also called Spanish. This is the main line, and we are at move 9. And it's black to move, and black has plenty of possibility. Knight here, knight back, bishop e7. There are really so many possibilities. And you don't want to study all them, but you want rather to be aware of all the plans that white has in this position. And then you will choose the right one according to what your opponent is playing. What you're going to do is to get the fin of this position. So you go in share, and you go to PGN, and here upon it you see the FEN, and you copy that, and then you go on learning openings, and here down you see view games. This is a hidden tool of chess.com, but it's very cool. So basically here you can search games starting from every opening. You can search C4 players or from opening, but I suggest you to use the advanced tool. And here, as you can see, you can just copy past the fen and click on search. You can add even more things or more criteria. You can put a minimum rating or something, but these are already master games, so are already selected games. And here you can go through all the games you want. You can take very recent or the oldest. Sometimes the old game are classical, and are in the classical game there are lots of plans. Here already I see some big names or of very important Spanish player like Karl Schlechter is a very famous Spanish player, very strong grandmaster. And so you could go through all the games. The idea is always try to extract plans and idea from master games. So you can do it. Similar thing you can do on ChessBase. You can search from a starting position. I use the same games from masters player. Just a quick thing about ChessBase, maybe you have never heard about it. ChessBase is the only program that is used by professional chess players in order to do many things, to create database, to collect games, to study opening, many things. I think that if you're starting playing chess, you don't need to buy it. On chess.com, as I showed you, you can do so many things already. So this program is costing over 100 euro. And sadly there is not an alternative, so do it on chess.com, especially if you're just starting. And if you think, oh, I want to go for the top level, ChessBase is a program that you need. How to do it here? I have chess.com 15. I don't have the mega database. The mega database is basically a database that is having millions of games. So what I do from this point, I would start an online research. And from this point I find, you see, 1,000 games. There would be even more. On top of it you have always grandmaster games. Sometimes, you know what I've done? I've searched for fast wins for white, so to understand how things can go wrong for black very early, or also fast lost for white. What are the traps in the opening, to try to understand how not to make big mistakes. And these have helped me. So you can do researches on many ways. You can also copy all the games, create a new database, pass all the game there, and then use the advanced results tool that ChessBase has. That is a very good tool, and you can just research all the game. So make sure that you use the right tool, and make sure that you get the plans after the opening. Look, I'm saying this so many times because I've lost so many games, you cannot imagine, and I want to avoid this pain to you. So play your opening in a way that you are fully aware of what you're doing. You don't play just mechanically some moves that you don't even understand why you're doing. So understand the sense of the move you're playing and understand the plans of the middle game you are going to face. So good luck, crush your opponents, and study the opening in a very good way. Oh, wait, before you go, I need to show you something. If you don't like the video and if you don't subscribe to the channel, this will happen to you. Please. Oh, where did I do that?
so okay, doesn't mean. Oh wait, he's dying. Sorry.